Hello, everybody. This is USA Bruce, and I'm on my 10th recording, so let's get this one right. Welcome to Arena Mode. This is the next event for Riser Reds. I will be hosting it as this map has been finished by the wonderful Skit, or as you might know him, the last light of the library. Now, this map is a 1 versus 1 version of Arena Mode. Now, before we begin, I must show you how to create the game. When you host a game, you are player number 1. Your slot is number 1. Slot number 2 will belong to your opponent. Slot number 3 and 4 will be taken by Easy Army. Number 1 and 3 will be on the same team. 2 and 4 will be on the same team. However, we do not have another player here for our demonstration for today, so I will just start by myself. Make sure 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 in the right positions. 4 and 3, the AIs, must be on the back positions. Once you begin, just play the game. Your faction, I'm also going to say, the factions must be GLA and China. My bad. The colors do not matter. The starting money does not matter. Limiting super weapons do not matter because these are all going to be changed in the game. The starting cash will be preset by the map, and there are no super weapons. Now, as you look at this map, you're going to pay attention and see 4 buildings. These are the important buildings that you need to survive. Should all your buildings get destroyed, your AI partner will surrender, and with you, you will both be defeated. Now, units will be spawning in the first 40 seconds, as you saw on the right side. However, you can quickly observe that in front of your base there are 2 turrets. These turrets are very important, and these are the only ones in the game that do respawn. However, should these turrets be destroyed, they do give a good amount of bounty, and at the side of it, they actually have a penalty when these are destroyed. The enemy will spawn some very hard to kill tanks. As you go on a bit more to the north, you'll see the first wave or the first wall of turrets. Now, these turrets will just give a bounty, and they're very important because they protect your middle, this part of the map. In here, you'll find a hospital that you can capture and a refinery. This refinery, however, does give a 20% discount, so it is very important that you have this and it's functional. Now, after the units spawn, you're going to see them fight in the middle. And just as your enemy will try to destroy your allies' units, you will have to try to destroy his allies' units, and alongside, of course, each other's units. You can observe that there are some civilian buildings to garrison and take control of this on this map, of course, but there's also going to be 2 supply docks, one on the left and one on the right. You can only build 2 supply centers in this map. And you should be careful not to build them too close to the middle, because then the AI might be aggroed and pulled into it and actually destroy your buildings as well. Now, you should notice one other thing is that there's no secondary economy, and there is no other supplies to get in your side of base. The only supplies that can be collected are in the middle, and they can be contested. Well, you're going to ask me, aside from this passive income, how can you earn money? Well, that's easy. All human players on this map have bounties to a certain degree. This means that as long as you do the last hit on any unit, you will be gaining a percentage of its value back to you. This can be the enemy's spawn, the enemy unit, or this can be the enemy player's own unit. As long as you get the last hit, you will get the money. Now, moving on, like I might have mentioned before, yes, the liberators do have anti-air. As you saw, I got $450 from killing that artillery. Yes, I should also mention that there's creeps that are like artillery, some that are like anti-air, and some of them are just tanks. Yes, and these turrets are anti-everything, but they can be overwhelmed, and the artillery can always soften them up. And like I mentioned, no players get access to defenses. You only get support structures like the speaker tower. But moving on to general's powers. Now, given that you don't have super weapons, you're going to look at the screen and say, wait, something's missing here. Yes, cash hack is gone. And right now, optimized production, mass mobilization, is bugged in this current version of version 5. So I will warn you against that. The War Factory bonus of optimized production is currently unavailable for players. You might see it as missing. You will not get optimized vehicles. However, optimized infantry is there, so keep that in mind, and good luck. I will be posting a link down in the description. Maybe there'll be one on the video too, to a Google Sheets where you can tally your scores, write down what factions you have played, what who you've gone up against, who's won, and where I can find the replay or the recording of it. I hope to see you soon, and see you then, General.